Life has a way of disguising its most profound lessons in the harshest of forms. The truths that hurt us the most are often the very ones that free us, heal us, and ultimately lead us toward happiness. But let's not sugarcoat things. Most people would rather live in comforting illusions than face the reality staring them in the face. And honestly, who could blame them? It's far easier to glide through life holding on to half-truths than to confront the unfiltered, raw version of existence directly. Number 1. You are not that important, but here you are, seemingly ready to take that daring leap, or are you? Take a moment to truly reflect. Ask yourself this: are you genuinely happy, or is there a persistent sense of unease? A quiet dissatisfaction gnawing at the edges of your mind, telling you that life isn't quite what you had envisioned. We carry on with our daily routines, burying these feelings of discontent beneath layers of distractions: social media, entertainment, work. Yet, if we're honest with ourselves, there's always that small, insistent voice whispering that something is off, something isn't quite as it should be. The source of this problem isn't the world around you, nor is it the people you interact with daily. It lies in the way you've been conditioned to think. The reality is that true happiness doesn't stem from dodging uncomfortable truths. Instead, it comes from acknowledging, accepting, and embracing them. So let's cut through the illusions. No sugarcoating, no excess fluff, just the raw and often uncomfortable truths that, when faced head-on, have the power to liberate you. These truths aren't the kind that go down easy. They demand effort, courage, and reflection. However, if you can lean into them and truly accept them, you'll discover they are the foundation of a deeply meaningful and fulfilling life. Number 2. Life isn't always fair. If life were truly fair, the kindest people would never face hardship. Hard work would always be rewarded, and the good guys would win every single time. But the truth is, life has no interest in playing by your rules. It operates on its own terms, indifferent to your personal plans, expectations, or sense of justice. The concept of fairness is something we hold on to dearly as children, believing that good behavior will lead to rewards and bad behavior will result in punishment. But as we grow older, we soon discover that life doesn't work according to these simple rules. The most dedicated employee doesn't always get the promotion they deserve. The kindest person in the room isn't immune to pain or heartbreak, and the most deserving dreams sometimes remain unfulfilled. Think about that time when you poured your heart and soul into something, only to see someone else, who was less qualified and less deserving, reap all the rewards. It stings, doesn't it? It's a hard truth to accept, but the reality is that fairness is not what life is built on. The currency of life is adaptability. The sooner you release the expectation that life owes you fairness, the sooner you can focus on what you truly can control: your response, your attitude, and your actions. So, what do you do when life hands you an unfair situation? You adapt, you pivot, you keep moving forward, not because it's easy, but because wallowing in resentment and frustration changes absolutely nothing. Picture a chessboard where the pieces are stacked against you, and the odds feel impossible. The best players don't waste their time complaining. They strategize, look for the next move, no matter how small, and then take action. Similarly, when a storm hits, uprooting everything in its path, do you stand there shaking your fists at the sky, or do you begin picking up the pieces and moving forward? Complaining about life's unfairness is like shaking your fist at the clouds. It won't change a thing. Instead, you focus on what you can do, using the setbacks as fuel for growth. Resilience isn't about pretending life is fair. It's about refusing to let the unfairness define you. When you stop expecting life to always be fair, you free yourself to focus on the things you can control. You learn to find joy in the process, not just the outcome. And in doing so, you'll discover a strength within yourself that you never knew existed. Number 3. Not everyone will like you. This one is a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? You try so hard to be kind, to fit in, to be likable, yet no matter how much effort you put in, some people just won't connect with you. And that's perfectly okay. Compatibility isn't universal. It's selective, nuanced, and sometimes downright mysterious. Let's be honest, how many people do you actually like without any conditions? Probably not as many as you think. Compatibility is a rare and precious thing. It's not about you being enough or too much, but about the intersection of personalities, values, and shared experiences. The reality is that trying to win over every single person you meet is a losing battle. You'll end up diluting yourself, turning into a version of yourself that isn't even authentic, just to gain the approval of people who might not even matter in the grand scheme of your life. Instead of bending yourself into someone you're not, focus on the people who truly value you for the person you really are. Relationships built on authenticity are worth far more than 1,000 superficial acquaintances. So stop wasting your time on those who don't see your worth. Smile at the absurdity of trying to win over the haters and move on. Your people are out there, waiting to embrace the real you, the one who is unapologetically yourself. Number 4. Change is inevitable. Change doesn't knock politely on your door. It crashes through uninvited, flipping your life upside down. And yet, despite its certainty, most of us resist change with every fiber of our being. We cling to the familiar, terrified of what lies ahead, as though stability and comfort are the ultimate goals. But here's the paradox. The only true constant in life is change. Seasons shift, people evolve, and circumstances are always in motion. Here's the thing. Resisting change doesn't stop it. It only makes the process far more painful and exhausting. Imagine trying to hold back a tidal wave with your bare hands. It's futile, right? Now imagine riding that wave instead. Let it carry you to new shores, let it reshape you, and take you to places you never could have reached on your own. Embrace change, and you'll soon discover it to be one of life's greatest teachers. Change pushes you to grow in ways you would never have chosen for yourself. It forces you to leave your comfort zone and adapt to new circumstances. As uncomfortable and scary as it may feel at first, change is transformative. It's like the butterfly that struggles to emerge from its cocoon. Without the struggle, it can't fly. Similarly, change works in your life. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's often frightening, but it is also the very thing that helps you evolve into the person you were meant to become. You're not meant to stay the same. You're meant to grow, to stretch beyond your limits, and to uncover the version of yourself waiting on the other side of change. Number 5. Happiness is a choice. Let's clear up a common misconception. Happiness isn't something that just happens to you. It's not a lottery ticket, a gift, or a stroke of good luck that you hope to stumble upon. Happiness is a choice you make every single day, no matter what life throws at you. This doesn't mean ignoring your struggles or pretending everything is perfect. It means actively choosing to find joy even when things aren't going your way. It means focusing on what you have, not what you don't. It means looking at life's imperfections and seeing them not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and development. Imagine two people standing in the pouring rain. One of them curses the sky, frustrated by the inconvenience. The other lifts their face to the clouds, marveling at the beauty of the storm. Same rain, two completely different perspectives. Happiness works the same way. It's not about what happens to you, but how you choose to view it. Choosing happiness isn't always easy. It takes practice, discipline, and a conscious effort to look for the silver lining, especially when it seems hard to find. But the more you make the decision to focus on the positive, the more it becomes a habit, and over time, it begins to shape how you experience the world. Choosing happiness doesn't mean that life will be perfect. Far from it. But it does mean that you stop waiting for the stars to align and instead start seeing the beauty in the imperfections of life. After all, isn't that where the true magic of life lies? In the end, life doesn't hand out happiness on a silver platter. It's something you create by facing life's harsh truths head-on. These truths may be uncomfortable and at times even painful, but they are also liberating. They strip away the illusions that keep you stuck and open up a path to a life filled with clarity, purpose, and joy. The choice is yours. Will you embrace these truths and unlock the life you were meant to live? If you've made it this far, you're probably ready to take that next step toward a happier, more fulfilled life. But remember, true transformation begins with action. If you agree with these truths and are ready to live with more authenticity, courage, and joy, then leave a comment below and share your thoughts. What truth resonates with you the most? What will you start doing today to embrace it? Your comment could inspire others to do the same. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable, and subscribe to The Modern Stoic for more content that helps you live a life of purpose and wisdom. Every like, comment, and subscription helps this community grow stronger. So hit that like button, share your thoughts, and join us on this journey to living with greater clarity and meaning.